Hey guys, Master Piercy here. I'll be wearing a mask today because that's what we do now. We wear masks. And, I know not everyone's comfortable doing it, but if you know Grandmaster Piercy, you know in your head what he would say. He would say, "You don't like wearing a mask? Good. Wear 2 masks. You think if you get attacked, you're going to feel comfortable? You're not. So train as much as you can, as hard as you can." I'm alone in the studio today. I don't have to wear a mask, but I'm going to wear one. I've noticed you can't go nearly as hard when you wear a mask, so this will be maybe an easier skill class than what you're used to. All right, let's bow in. Past and present masters. Good, head side to side. Always remember, do not work any injuries. Don't do anything that causes you pain. If you start to feel dizzy or sick, stop what you're doing immediately, relax, stretch, and join back in class when you feel ready. Good, head up and down. Remember, if you're training at home, to be aware of your environment. Don't kick the door or the window or the cat or any of the people living in your house. Good, lift your over left shoulder. And over to the other shoulder. Good, rock your head from side to side. And all the way around, switching directions as you need to. Good, relax the head, arms back. Good, arms forward. Good, opposite directions. Good, and switch directions. Good, arms back. And relax. All right, feet apart, hands behind the back, trunk rotations. And other way. And other way. And the next time you pass the ground, hold it down. And reach for the floor. And over to the left side. And over to the right side. And down the center. And then slowly up. And bring the legs in just a bit. Hands on your hips, circles with the hips. And other way. All right, knees together, circles with the knees. And other way. Good, right leg up, rotate around, knee and ankle. And other way. And other leg. And other way. Good. Step down, arms reach behind. Good, and relax. Right leg swinging back and forth. Good, and switch legs. Good, and relax. All right, right leg swinging side to side. And other leg. Good. Reach down and touch your toes. up. Grab a hold of your right ankle. Good, and switch, grab hold of your left. Good, relax, shake it off. All right, let's start with the classical bow stance. So hands in chamber, left classical bow, ready. 1, back, 2, back, 3, back, 4, back, 5, back, 6, back, 7, back, 8, back, 9, back, 10, and back. Now right classical bow, ready. 1, back, 2, back, 3, back, 4, back, 5, back, 6, back, 7, back, 8, back, 9, back, 10. Front snap kick, ready? 1, down, 2, down, 3, down, 4, down, 5, down, 6, down, 7, down, 8, down, 9, down, 10, and down. Good, thrust punch, right arm set, ready, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good, switch stances. Front snap kick, ready. 1, down, 2, down, 3, down, 4, down, 5, down, 6, down, 7, down, 8, down, 9, down, 10, and down. Thrust punch to the face, left arm set. Ready, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good, stand up, shake it off. Reach up. And reach down to the ground. And reach up. And reach down. All right, let's try combining two things together. So go back to a left classical bow, front snap kick. And when I say down, we just go down to neutral. All right, so From chamber, left classical bow, front snap kick with the right leg, hold crane until I say down. Ready? 1, classical bow, kick, neutral. 2, neutral. 3, neutral. 4, neutral. 5, now 5, neutral. 6, neutral. 7, neutral. 8, neutral. 9, neutral. 10, neutral. All right, let's try the other side. Ready? 1, neutral. 2, neutral. 3, neutral. 4, neutral. 5, neutral. 6, neutral. 7, neutral. 8, neutral. 9, neutral. 10, and down. Shake it off. Reach up to the sky. Reach, and down to the ground. And up to the sky. And down. Okay, so we're going to add on another step. 2 more steps actually. So we'll go back to a left classical bow, front kick, step forward to a right bow, punch with the right hand. Doesn't matter what hand, but I'll try and make it right. So, left classical bow, kick with the back legs, stop briefly and crane, step forward to bow, punch. Doesn't matter if you slide or if you just step down. Make sure you know where you're putting your feet if you stomp down though. All right, from neutral, let's give it a try. Ready? 1, so left classical bow, front kick, forward, punch. Ready? 2, back. Go back on your own. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Other side. Ready? 1. So right classical bow, kick with the left leg, punch with the left hand. And back on your own. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Now we're going to add on another move. So left classical bow, front kick, low punch or center punch, high punch, solar plex base. So it's going to be left classical bow, groin kick, solar plex punch, base punch. Let's try it to the count. Ready? 1. Then back on your own. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. All right, let's try the other side. So right classical bow, front kick, solar plex punch, base punch. Same thing other side, so to the right side. Right bow, ready? 1. Ready, 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. All right. Hands in chamber. Left classical bow. Ready? Heist! Downward foot block, left arm set. You're gonna reach up to the shoulder, follow it all the way down, palm up, and then turn at the end. Don't block over here. In line with your front leg and your back leg. All right, so left arm set, downward foot block. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, switch stances. High rising block, right arm set. Ready? Make sure your wrist is in line with your nose. Rise up vertically, turn at the end. Make sure the rising hand is on the outside of the lowering hand, so they cross over, but whatever hand's going up is on the outside. That's because it's further away from you and closer to your attacker. So high rising block, right arm set. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Let's switch stances one more time. Thrust punch, solar plex level, left arm set. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, stand up, shake it off. Okay, so let's try putting all those moves together into the fallout technique, but we're gonna do it real slow, one step at a time. So the first thing about fallout technique is you're blocking your groin, or your bladder, or your knees with a downward foot block. Let's just say you're blocking your bladder. So right here, slide back, away from the knee. So if you're in left bow, your right hand is gonna end up out. Your right hand is gonna end up blocking. So let's do that 10 times going back to left bow. So slide back to left bow, put your left hand out there just as a guide, follow it down and block. All right, so let's try that again. Follow it down and block. All right, let's try it to the count. Ready? 1, back. 2, back. 3, back. 4, back, 5, back, 6, back, 7, back, 8, back, 9, back, 10, and back. Okay, now we'll do the same thing other side. So right bow, left hand blocks. As you slide back to that right bow, the left hand blocks away from the knee. To the count. Ready? 1, back, 2, back, 3, back, 4, back, 5, back, 6, back, 7, back, 8, back, 9, back, 10. All right, so the next move is we would do a high rising block with the other hand. Sometimes you'll notice me do this cross in. That's just for good training. You wouldn't have to do that in a self-defense situation. The person kicks, you block the punch, and then you counter punch. But let's just, we'll go back to a left bow, downward foot block with the right hand, cross in if you want, you don't have to, you can just pull back. High rising block with the left hand. So just those 3 moves. So bow, block, block. Okay, downward foot block, high rising block. Let's try that going back to a left bow. That means the left leg's in front, blocking first with that right hand. Ready? 1, and then high rising block. Good. 2, and back. 3, back. 4, back. 5, back. 6, back. 7, back. 8, back. 9, back. 10, and back. Okay, now let's try going to a right bow. Downward foot block, left hand. Cross in if you have the training for it. High rising block. Or you can just do downward foot block, right bow, left hand. Pull back, high rising block. You don't have to do that cross in every time. All right, so let's try that going to a right bow. The first 3 moves to follow the technique. Ready? 1. I added in the punch. We're just doing the first 2. Back. 2. Downward foot block, high rising block. Good. 3. Back. 4. Downward foot block, high rising block. Just stop there. 5. Back. 6. Back. 7. Back. 8. Back. 9. Back. 10. And back. All right, so the next move, if you didn't pick it up or you don't know it already, is the thrust punch to the solar plex. So from the hip, palm up, turn at the end, first 2 knuckles into the solar plex. All right, so we'll try this going back to a left bow. So left bow, right hand blocks, remember always away from the knee. High rising block, left hand, thrust punch, right hand. So draw back, block with the right hand, left bow, high rising block, thrust punch. One more time, left bow, block, block, punch. All right, let's try it together. 1 count, ready? 1. And back, good. 2, downward foot block, high rising block, thrust punch. And back. 3, back. 4, back. 5, back. 6, back. 7, back. 8, back. 9, back. 10, back. Okay, let's try going to the other side. So right bow, left hand blocks, then right hand, then punch. So fallout technique, 2 arms blocking, going back to a right bow. Left hand does the first block. Ready? 1, back, 2, back, 3, back, 4, back, 5, back, 6, back, 7, back, 8, back, 9, back, 10, and back. So, I don't know if the image is reversed or flipped. Sometimes it is with cameras, so it doesn't matter which side you really do, as long as you end up doing both sides, it's good. All right, let's reach down and touch your toes. You can do it. Stretch down. All right, let's go down to the knees. And I want you to sit down. So your butt should be back. And then if you can, lean back. Some of you can go pretty far back. I have a number of students who can go shoulders right to the ground, and if you can do that, please go ahead. Hold it back. Everyone has different limitations, so just go to where you feel comfortable. Don't worry about anybody else. All right, let's go forward a bit. So keeping the hips back as far as you can, put your hands out and bring your head down as far as it'll go. Good, up to hands and knees. All right, let's, I don't know if you can see it. What I want you to do is turn the palms, turn the fingers all the way around to the outside to the pointed at the knees if you can. Turn those hands in or out. Doesn't matter which way, we're gonna do both ways. So if you haven't turned in, that's good. And if you haven't turned out, that's good too. Just turning out those palms, you're trying to stretch out those forearms. And let's turn the hands in as much as you can. Stretching out those forearms still. point the fingers back to neutral. And now what I want you to do is take your right hand, kind of thread through the needle, or thread the needle as much as you can. And you're going to try to get that right shoulder right onto the ground. Good, and up. And now let's get the other hand through. Get the left shoulder onto the ground. Good, and up. All right, let's go through and drop the hips onto the ground. Push up. Remember, don't overwork yourself. Don't hurt yourself with doing any techniques. Listen to your body. And keeping your hips on the ground, let's roll over to the right side. Trying to stretch out that side, that oblique muscle. Good, and back to center, push up. All right, let's put the left side on the ground with the other side. Stretch it out. Now you won't be able to see the camera if you don't turn, but even if you don't turn, it's okay. So just sit down, put your shoulders behind you, your hands behind you, stretch out. Try to stretch that chest out, chest, shoulders, palms, forearms. Good. And stretch forward to your toes. Trying to get it so you can see the whole thing here. Good. Up. And let's lie back nice and straight. Hopefully you got the room in your house to lie out straight. Stretch out those arms. Straighten those legs. Good. Up. All right, let's bring the soles of the feet together. Grab a hold of your ankles and stretch forward. So someone asked me if I edit any of the videos. No. No, I don't know how to do that. Like, I'm working on it. I downloaded some editing apps and we'll see what happens. But I would rather just get the content out there raw and have you guys get the content as fast as possible. It makes it a little more real too. I feel like the less editing you do, the less the more authentic the experience is. Maybe it's not as clean and as nice of an experience, but it's a little more authentic. Real life, there's no editing. If I trip up on my words in real life, we just move on, or we talk about it, or we laugh about it, or we don't. But sometimes we trip up, and we can't edit those things out, and that's okay. Stretch down, hold it down. Just remember, don't hurt yourself. You can stop anytime. There's plenty of time to get good at your stretches. Do the work you need to do. Up, and let's spread the legs apart just as far as you can, and I want you to stretch forward. Now, so your hands on the ground. If you can do that, put one elbow on the ground, or if you can't do an elbow, do a fist in an elbow, or a fist in a thumb, or some people do like a pinky, a fist, and a thumb. Anything you can to measure it down. But I find getting an elbow to the floor is a really good goal. And then if you can do that, do two. And if you can do that, go down a little further. Try to touch your head to your hands, kind of thing. Stretch down, hold it down. You can do it. Hold it down. A few more seconds. I've heard some experts say that we're going to be wearing masks maybe for years, even after the COVID-19 vaccine comes out. There's going to be a backlog, and I'm not 100% sure how effective it'll be or how long the antibodies will last. It's just a whole thing. So, yeah. Oh, man. And I've also heard the conspiracy theories, and you know me, I love conspiracy theories. Not as much lately because now they're all centered around Donald Trump. Every conspiracy theory seems to be centered around one dude. But a lot of people are like, oh, they're going to put the microchip in you. It's like, dude, you have a cell phone, right? They have a microchip in your cell phone that's tracking you. And every app you download from every other country is sending that information to that country. So, yeah, they're already tracking you. I hate to say, unless you don't use a cell phone. Good, and up. And over to your left side, I have some people that don't put pictures out on the internet. They don't want the CIA to get them, right? But it's like, you have a driver's license? Yeah. The CIA has your photograph, I assure you. Or CSIS, or whoever you want. The military, the police, whoever. They have it. They have your picture already. If you've ever taken a school photograph, they could probably find it if they really need to. Don't worry. It's just one of those things. You have to kind of run the risk. You don't have to, I guess. Of course, if they turn out to be right and the vaccine kills you, the anti-vaxxers will be the only one left. They're the ones who survive. So you need biodiversity. You need people to stand up in the crowd. Good. Up and over to the other side. So. Stretch down. Hold it down. Up and down the center. Up into the splits. Come on, you can do it. Get up there. can do it. Hold it up. Good, and slowly sit back. Good. Don't fall back. Just sit back gently. All right, and slowly bring the legs together. And stretch forward. Good, and slowly lie back. Stretch out. Good, and up. All right, let's bring the legs in. We're gonna do a few minutes of meditation, and then we'll close up class. and slowly come out of your meditation. All right. So if you made it all the way to the end of the video, please remember to leave a comment just so I know you made it and let me know what you think. Students really are the people I care about. Of course, if you're someone who has something nice to say, of course I don't mind. I'm blocking all the trolls just for my own peace of mind. I'm not making this for people to critique per se. I'm making this for students to be able to participate during this pandemic. A lot of people aren't comfortable coming out. They're not comfortable coming to the studio. They want to train at home. Plus, it's a nice thing to do for the students. You know, if you're going to stand around and say my skill isn't perfect, well, you're absolutely right, and that's true. I don't think your skill is perfect though, and I'm not really making this for you. I'm making this for my students and people that I know and people that I care about. And if you're some stranger on the internet and you want to participate, totally fine. Just don't hurt yourself. But if you're only doing this to say mean things, you're only watching an hour-long video so you can pick apart every move that I do and say I'm not a master, this or that. You know, I could edit the video so that I only have my best moves on there, but that's not really authentic and that's not what I'm going for. So I hope you liked the video and I hope you liked the class, and we can stand up now. Let's bow out. Past and present masters, thank you very much. 1 hour, 1 minute, so we were just on time. All right, thanks so much, and hope to see you guys soon.